So good morning, class 7 children. Today we'll continue with the flip teaching. Yesterday, few children were left with chapter number 16 or 17 according to their roll numbers. So Kavya is going to start with a flip teaching of chapter number 17. So kindly start, beta.
Hello everyone, my name is Kavya and today I'm going to give a flip learning on chapter Forest and Lifeline, chapter 17 Science. So before starting the chapter, let's first of all know that what is a forest? A biotic community spread over a large area, chiefly dominated by trees, woody shrubs and herbs that provide shelter, breeding place and food to a large number of animals is known as forest. Or in simple words, we can say it as an area with high density of trees is called a forest. Now, if we dive inside the forest, what we are able to see there? So first of all, the forest is a complex ecosystem consisting mainly of trees that buffer the earth and support a myriad of life forms. So if we go inside the forest, what are we mainly able to see? We will able to see trees, different type of trees, different type of shrubs, herbs, and grass in the forest. The forest floor and the trees are also covered with different types of creepers and climbers. The sun is barely visible through the leaves of trees, making it quite dark inside the forest. We can see a variety of species of animals and plants inside the forest, such as the hardwood trees like sal, teak, neem, shisham, and the animal species such as lion, tiger, leopard, langoose, monkeys, etc. Now take a look at this such a beautiful view of forest. Now, when you see the forest, the one thing which came into your mind would be the trees. So the trees are mainly divided into two parts. The uppermost part is called as the canopy. And what is canopy? The branches of the tall trees of the forest form overhanging covering like a roof over the other plants in the forest. This is called as canopy. Or we can also say it as the uppermost branches and leaves of a tall trees which act like a roof over the forest ground is called the canopy. You can see this. They are such beautifully they are making the roof of the plants. Now we will know about crown. What is the crown? It is crown. The branchy part of a tree above the stem is known as the crown of a tree. And and see, there are so many different types, and there are so many different types and different sizes of crown. Now, by listing different type and different size, I have got a new word. The trees of a forest have different crowns of different sizes and types. They cause different horizontal layers in the forest. These are called as understory, or we can also say it as the layers of vegetation in a forest, which is just below the canopy, is called as the understory. Now, the animal world. The one of the main thing is that the animal world. So, in the forest, it consists numerous of insects such as spiders, squirrel, ants, and various other small animals on the bark of the tree. Plant leaves, plant leaves, and on decaying leaves on the forest floor, they start making sketches of these the insects which are there. Now, types of eating habit of animals. There are maybe three eating habits of animals: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. So, the animals which feed on plants are known as herbivorous animals. For example, such as goats, sheep, rabbit, cows, etc. Carnivores, the animals which feed on other animals for their nutrition are known as carnivores, such as leopards, lion, tiger, etc. Omnivores, the animals which feed on both plants and animals for their nutrition is known as omnivores. For example, crow, vulture, hyenas, etc. Now the food chain. Now let's know about the food chain. Uh, So by seeing this thing, what you are able supposed to guess something. So the organisms which feed on plants, which are which are known as herbivores, often get eaten by other organisms, and so on. Thus, a chain is formed in which a series of organisms depend on the next as the source of food. So this is known as a food chain, or we can also say it as food chain is the sequence of who eats whom in ecosystem to obtain nutritious food. For example, here's an example of a food chain. Here's a grass. So grass is eaten by a grasshopper. Then grasshopper is eaten by a frog, and frog is eaten by a snake. And at the last, the snake is eaten by the eagle. So I have bit more examples of food chain. Tree, for example, the leaves of the trees are eaten by the deer, and at the last, deer is eaten by the lion. And when the lion dead, what happens is it becomes the humus and acts as a fertilizer for the trees. So this how a food chain works. Now, I have one more example like flowers. Flowers are eaten by the flies, and then flies are eaten by the frogs, and then snakes eat the frog, and then at the last, eagle eat the snake. So you might have noticed one thing that each and every food chain start with green plants. That this is a flower. This is also a plant, and I have in this trees, it is also a plant, and in this example, grass, it is also green plant. So what do we think? What is there? The thing is that each every food chain begins with the green plant, so they are known as the producers. Thank you.
I am from 7B and my roll number is 24. Today I am going to present the field learning on water. Water. What is water? Water is made of tiny molecules of hydrogen and oxygen. Each one is so small that you can't see it, even with the most powerful microscope. Pure water has no color, no taste, and does not smell of anything. Water exists in three forms of earth: solid, liquid, and gas. Where does our water come from? Where can we get the water? Around 97% of the water on the Earth's surface is in the world's ocean. This is where you can find most of other 3%. Lakes, rivers, polar ice caps, clouds, rain, storing rocks, sea ice. How much fresh water do you have on Earth? 97% is salt water, 2% is polar ice cap, 1% is fresh drinking water for all living creatures. Water on Earth. The water we drink is already 3 billion years old. We are drinking the same water as the dinosaurs. How? Because nature recycles water through the water cycle. Nature also cleans water through wetlands and through the soil and rocks. Wetlands. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Anya Jain of class 7B. My topic is forest, our lifeline. What is forest? An area with high density of trees is called a forest. Why forest is our lifeline? Since forests contain a large number of plants, they help much in this cycle and maintain balance in nature. That's why forest is our lifeline. Why forest is useful for us? The importance of forests cannot be underestimated. We depend on forests for our survival, from the air we breathe to the wood we use. Forests give us many things like shelter, wood, gum, etc. Forests provide us with fresh air to breathe, food, medicines, and other sources like wood, fodder, and other raw materials for the industries. Forests prevent soil erosion and hold the earth firmly. Thank you.